Welcome to another episode of Hobby Nonsense. I am here with your boy, Ray Solorio. How are you, Ray?
I'm doing good, Jesse. How are you?
I'm doing well.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was actually pretty grand, pretty good. I had a lot of FOMO about SDCC, San Diego Comic-Con.
Have you ever been to San Diego Comic-Con?
I have not, and I've officially decided that will stop this year. Like after this year, I'm going to next one.
If you weren't already cosplaying as Sports Boy, what would be the cosplay?
Good question, man. Oh man. Well, there was this time where we went to Walmart. This was back when the original Fantastic Fours, well, I say original, but the ones they
Fox
put out
version?
early 2000s, yeah. And I got like the Thing outfit, like this onesie of the Thing. And it was a face mask of it too. And I would like wear that out. Like my buddies I'd just hop out of the car. I'd be in the back seat and I just
yell, it's clobbering time?
This is like high school days or like right after high school or something. We'd do stuff like that. I could see me doing something similar.
Bring it back.
But yeah, that was the thing. So it was a very Marvel / non-sport heavy weekend for me of both cards and events that I really wanted to be a part of. And I felt like, last episode was very much I could tell by the numbers and stuff. It's like, this is interesting, but it's not what our people are here for. They're here for like the Pokemon, the non-sport card, the nerd culture, and the autograph thing. While it is still important, I feel like that was like a unique thing that was not as interesting for some people. So I am excited for this episode to get back to
on track.
What we do,
what we do,
exactly.
Baby.
Yeah. So that being said, I'm actually been looking forward to the Hobby Nonsense because this is the last episode before I go to the National. Unfortunately, you will not be joining me, but
I'm excited to see what you get out of the National this year.
I am too.
I feel like they're a little bit on the ropes because of Fanatics Fest.
There's that, and it's just like it's not the go-to show for a non-sport podcast, right? Because you got your Collecticons, you got your San Diego Comic-Cons, you got what's the card one we've been talking about?
Card Party. You got all these other ones, and this one is really more sports focused, of course, but there's still a number of non-sport people there, non-sport card producers and just individual tables of guys selling Pokemon, other TCGs, and of course, like all your Star Wars, Marvel, all that kind of thing. And you went last year, correct?
Yeah, I've been every year since 2021.
Okay, so I'm just curious to when you go, the percentage of more non-sports coming into the National, and I know it's more of a heavy sports centric show.
Yep.
But because there's so much interest and money into the non-sports section of collecting this hobby.
Yep. I think we're going to see a lot more this year. I think this year is also different because this year at the National, they've got new people running it and they cleared out I don't know, I shouldn't say cleared out, but they did not automatically give tables to people that previously had tables in past years like they've been doing. And so they've given up tables to new people in the space. So it's like you've got a lot of people that are sports card collectors that have never been able to set up, and now they're going to have a chance to. But I think that's also going to be, if you have a younger, like you have your LCS and your LCS wants to set up at the show, almost every LCS that I know, at least the ones that are most successful, don't sell just sports cards. They sell everything. Specifically, they sell Pokemon cards too, because that's what's bringing a lot of kids in the door. So
yeah, it's paying the bills.
I can only imagine this show will be bigger. So there'll be that. I'll be updating. I'll try and get some content for us to not only to talk about, but also just kind of throw up on social medias. That being said, guys, social media has been doing gangbusters. The only one that is still struggling the channel that hurts the most is YouTube.
YouTube's hard.
Here's what's crazy about it. And I showed you this. Our views compared to SCN, because I'm still part of the SCN crew. I post stuff on there. And if you look at the YouTube page, it has almost 9,000 subscribers versus Hobby Nonsense has 350, which is insane because everything else has at least over 1,000.
So the fact that YouTube only has 350 subscribers, but the view count, the number of views is more than SCN. So SCN is getting like 9,000 subscribers and we only have 350, but we put out more views. I don't get.
We just have to make sure we tell the people to come over and subscribe.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like there's
a lot of window watchers.
And now I finally get it. I finally get it because I watch a lot of YouTube, and it's like
just forget.
You always hear guys saying like, "Don't, hey, I had this many views, but 90% weren't followers or subscribers. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button."
Yeah, just to remind them,
guys, hit that subscribe button.
Come on, baby.
Please, and thank you.
Yeah,
there you go.
Thank you.
Manners included. So, anyways, there'll be a lot of that coming up. Now let's get into some meat of the show, I think.
Okay.
I wanted to touch on, first off, this is a wrestling tribute. I figure you can appreciate
let's talk
this.
about it.
Upper Deck they're saying they're immortalizing Adam Page's fork attack in a trading card. So Hangman
Page, AEW.
from AEW. This is the thing.
Do you know anything about AEW?
I took notes to be able to talk about this. And I was like, man, maybe I'm hoping Ray's got something to back this up. Because I'm like, I don't know anything about it. And I do know that AEW has a license with Upper Deck to put out cards. In fact, this is for the AEW All In One, or this is from the AEW All In Texas. And this is for a redemption in the AEW Upper Deck SP game used product.
Hangman Page versus
John Moxley.
Yeah. AKA.
I don't got it.
Dean Ambrose. Which used to be in a group with.
Tell me.
Roman Reigns.
Oh, really?
Seth Rollins.
Oh.
And Dean Ambrose. They used to be known as.
Nope.
The Shield.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, so Moxley was in WWE before?
Correct.
Oh, now is AEW, that's gonna, I hate to say it, that's a step down, isn't it?
Well, it depends on how you're getting paid.
I guess, yeah.
At the time when he left, the creative was run by Vince McMahon.
Yes.
And so he was put in a position to where he didn't really like how. And John Moxley just kind of, what would you say, kind of walks to the beat of his own drum. Kind of
okay. Yeah, more independent.
Yeah.
Miss Independent, as they say. But apparently in this match in Texas, there was a fork used by Hangman, and that is a redemption card now in that Upper Deck set, and you can actually get that. It's not. It doesn't even look like they're trimming down the fork. It is the full size fork you're getting in a custom size card. So that's a win.
Have you seen the clip?
No, I've seen pictures. I haven't seen the actual clip.
Have you seen the clip?
No.
You need to see, when you get done with this, you have to watch the clip.
Where does the fork come from? Is it in his pocket, or is he having it in his hand?
I can't remember where it came out.
I'd be very curious. Like, because you don't want to fall on a fork in your pocket.
Well, he was stabbing his head with the fork.
He was stabbing
and blood was just coming out of his forehead.
That's not real blood, though, right?
It was coming out of his head.
He actually stabbed him with the fork.
Yeah.
Is AEW like more real than WWE?
It's more gimmicky.
Okay. Well, I mean, if they're using forks, I could see that. But hey, what's the difference between a fork and a chair? I mean, they use chairs in other wrestling. Why not? I don't know. I just feel like this is like a bit of nonsense in the non-sport world.
It's needed to be so discussed. Much nonsense.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you can appreciate it and you're aware of this. The next thing on my list. So speaking of the National, they are going to be doing this rapper redemption. They're also just called Silverback. It depends on how you talk about it. We talked about this on SCN today because I came into the studio this morning and I'm like, I want to know how this works because I've been going. This is my 4th year in a row to this National, and they always have these silver packs that they give away at the National, but I've never been sure how
is that like when you trade in a box.
So that's what I
give
thought.
You a pack.
I thought it was a trade in the box type of scenario, and maybe in some cases it is, but it doesn't look. From my understanding, that is not what you have to do. All you have to do is buy a box of certain products. It's not everyone, and you have to buy it from certain dealers. DA, David Adams, Steel City, Blowout. I know at least those 3, and then you take it over to the company making the cards, whether that's Upper Deck, Panini, Topps, Leaf, and I think Wild Card. But then they will say, all right, well, it's unopened. We'll open it for you, like take off the cellophane. And then in replacement for you, I guess that's the wrapper. The cellophane is the wrapper for it. They keep it and they give you 1 to 2 packs depending on the product. So the reason I mention this is because they're doing this with Star Wars products.
Oh.
And I've seen some pretty amazing Star Wars stuff because there are cards that are numbered to 55 and there are superfractors in these packs. And I'm like, man, just for the national packs of Star Wars, I might buy some. I think it's both 2024 hyperspace. There's only 1 year of hyperspace.
So you have to buy Star Wars products to get the Star Wars
exactly.
pack.
So you have to buy it from one of these dealers and then take it over there, unsealed. You cannot unwrap it yet because they're going to do the unwrapping of it and then they're going to trade you for a pack
For like a bigger.
In this case, no, you'll still keep your box, of course.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
they just don't want you to
taking the
resell
cellophane. Exactly. They're just taking the
Gotcha.
cellophane off of it. So they are taking that cellophane and giving you a pack for it. And in those packs, that's where you're going to get something hopefully pretty good.
Oh, that's great. It's
Including
like
autos,
a free
I think.
pack.
I know.
Come on.
But somebody said too that sometimes those boxes are like higher price, and typically they are going to be higher price than what you could get on eBay or maybe another LCS, just because you're buying them from the big box stores. So
Now, how would they know? Like, let's say in anticipation, you buy a box
Trust
before you
me.
get there.
thought a lot about this.
Yeah,
because I'm like,
save a little change.
do I still have some hyperspace in my
Yeah.
house? Like I'm trying to think, but somebody said there's maybe
Like a sticker or something on
a
it?
sticker, and or they give you a receipt or something like that when you
Gotcha.
buy it there, so you
Makes
can
sense.
show. I don't know. It is
Give you a little
interesting.
stamp on the hand.
Yeah, I was like, well, if we're talking Star Wars, because the Star Wars is also in the news for another reason I'll discuss in a second. But yeah, that was my thing. It was like, hey, if I'm going to be getting Star Wars cards anyways, especially because the other one besides hyperspace was 2023 Topps Chrome Black Star Wars, which I like that product. It is expensive, but I do like it. It may be worth it.
How expensive?
Topps Chrome Black, I want to say
It's like Johnny Walker Black. It's like the most expensive.
400. Let's see,
Oof.
2023. I'll look up on eBay. See what eBay will be cheaper than anywhere else, but Topps Chrome Black Star Wars comes out to be for a box. Sold box most recent. Oh, actually, no. I was way off.
So, I'm guessing.
So I was
it's
thinking
less.
Topps Chrome because we're going to be
Okay.
talking about that in a second. Topps Chrome, just Chrome Black hobby box is only 150.
Oh, hey.
At least at these places, I can't imagine David Adams or Steel City or Blowout would charge much more than that. So that could be doable. Buy a $150 box, get whatever's in there, and get your pack as
Yeah,
well.
I mean, and then you can break it when you get home.
Yeah. Okay. So
I've convinced you.
yeah, I know. If you
Not like you
going to
needed a lot
national-
of convincing.
I think that's actually not a bad idea. But the other reason I wanted to talk about Star Wars was because last Tuesday, so we record the pods on Monday. They come out typically Tuesday afternoons, sometimes Wednesday mornings. And on Tuesday, right before the pod came out, the Star Wars Topps Chrome 2025 product got released to the public on the Topps.com website.
Oh, man.
Now, this is how they usually do it. They will do limited amounts that they'll put out on the website before like the breakers or LCSs ever get like any allocation or anything like that, or even like the offer to buy any. They'll put it out on the website and they'll just let the public get first dibs on some of the boxes, some of the cases, and some of like the booster boxes. I did notice it seemed to me, based on some of these that I've been a part of before, it sold out a little slower than what I was expecting. And I think that could be in part because
There was more product?
well, no, we don't know how much product there is. I'm hoping it's not much because we haven't seen any numbers yet. And when you go to like the odds checklist thing, the odds are not showing right now. Even though I clicked, there's a link for it and I clicked on it and it gave me like an oops, the site's not available.
That intern again.
I know, right? I was trying to figure out some math to see just how many boxes they may have made, but typically it's not crazy overproduced. But that was the thing. The artwork is very heavy on Acolyte and Skeleton Crew.
Oh,
And that's listen, I actually like Skeleton Crew, to be fair.
I mean, come on, but you don't got the heavy hitters in there.
You
You
got
know?
Jude Law. You got Jude Law in it. And here's the good news. So I say that it did not sell out quite as quickly.
It's still sold out within minutes. Like the cases went out first. I actually got 2 additional cases. I've also since then been allocated some as well. So I've bought those. So I will be breaking some. I also got some Breaker's Delight. They're doing that in this product as well, which if you're not familiar is basically just a trimmed down version. It's typically a little bit more expensive, but you're not getting as much base and you have higher likelihood to hit some parallels and number.
Breaker's Delight.
Yeah. So that being said, I went out and checked like the sales sheet for it when I got it. And there are some nice pluses to it. So you have Jude Law who's signing in it, which this is his first time signing. He'll be a debut in this product. You also have a number of other debuts in here. So Carrie-Anne Moss, who was Trinity in The Matrix. She was an Acolyte.
Yes.
So she's going to be in here. Lee Jung-jae, who is from I want to say Hunger Games. It's Squid Games, right? Squid Games on Netflix.
Okay.
So Lee Jung-jae from Squid Games, he was also in The Acolyte. So he's going to be in this product signing as well. There's a couple other names I'm not as familiar with. And then you have Nick Frost, who Nick Frost is also known as like the Simon Pegg sidekick in a lot of like their Shaun of the Dead movies and Paul and all these other ones. Here's the thing. They also have dual autos like they'll typically do. It is a travesty. They did not get a Simon Pegg, Nick Frost dual auto card out there because they're signing already because Simon Pegg is also signing for his role in episode 7. So the fact that he was already signing for his role, it's like, well, you got Nick Frost too. That would have been really cool, but that's okay. You also have big signers, Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Natalie Portman, Samuel L. Jackson, Pedro Pascal, Daisy Ridley.
It's sounding a little
number of other big names that you're used to. So they'll be returning for this. When they were selling it on the website, I think they were selling it for, I want to say the boxes were like maybe 115, 125 or something. So not too bad, not reasonable. Yeah. It was actually pretty reasonable. And then I'm looking on eBay and they're selling for like around $250 right now.
So there's resale. Already,
but there's actually people buying them at $250. So I don't think it's like that crazy of a price increase because I was looking too. Topps Chrome from the year before, right now that's selling at $390 or $385 on Dave and Adam. So $250 for this year's product versus $390 for the year before. That's not too terrible. And the fact that you still have a number of like the big signers that we're all looking for. That's also a big plus. You've got sketches. There's going to be some other really nice aspects of the sets that some of these inserts that they've got, like there's like this graffiti one that looks actually kind of cool. I'm curious as someone who's not collected Star Wars cards. I'm going to show this to you. This is the Galactic Graffiti. What do you think about something like that?
Is the Yoda Galactic Graffiti as well?
That is a different insert. That's called Kyber Light.
I like the Kyber Light.
You like the Kyber Light? Because that's more of an animated look too. So I could see why you would like that too.
I'm not feeling the graffiti.
So here's my thinking. I don't know if I love the Ahsoka graffiti one that they're showing us. However, I could see other ones that I like. It's just one of these where it's like I got to see the others. So that they show like all these different inserts that we haven't seen before.
These are cool though. I mean, it's not saying that it might not be my cup of tea, but I'm liking what they're doing.
Yeah, I like that they're trying new things. I like that there's actually, and what I would also appreciate, especially as like a breaker and someone who sells product, I appreciate that they gave me a lot of like information about it beyond just the normal stats. Like they gave me like all the talent that's in it, who's first time signing. They gave me pictures of who these people are. They even gave talking points. Like if I didn't know anything about it, I could.
So this is just points. like a media release just for breakers.
Yeah, it's a sales sheet that they typically will put out. A lot of like companies like Dave and Adams or Steel City, they'll basically just put the it's kind of like a slideshow, essentially. It's just
like
a PDF.
PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, it's like a PowerPoint, just a bunch of pictures with words on them, and then they'll post them on the websites when they sell the product. So most people end up seeing those sales sheets, but this year it's got a bunch of additional information for the breakers to talk about, which again, that's something
as someone who this definitely does not affect everybody, but it gives ideas for like how you want to do your breaks. It's like a 200 character checklist. So similar to the Topps Chrome Marvel this year, very large checklists, a lot of characters in there. I can't remember the exact number of how many debut characters are in there, but there's a lot. Like if you look at the checklist, it's got debut next to all the ones that there are. And there's a few other things that we'll be excited about. We'll talk more about it as it gets closer. It looks like this release is going to be on August the 20th. So we got a little bit more time, about 3 more weeks from now when that one comes out. I am excited for it. I think it'll be more affordable than some. And I think that it'll still give all those people who are chasing their big autos that satisfaction too. So there's some other things I wanted to get into with like Marvel, because there's been a lot of talk about some Marvel products coming up. Before we do that, I thought we could talk a little Pokemon because there's been some stuff there.
Can I ask you about your Spider-Man card before we get into the Pokemon?
Oh yeah, sure. Well, actually,
but
that's a Marvel thing.
It's I know, but I've been like jumping at the bit because I know that's fair. This is a big card.
So it did sell. It sold for just under 7,000. So it was like $6,850.
Okay.
I was hoping for 8, but my dream would be 5 figures. I was hoping it would get to 10, but a realistic hope was 8. I was kind of sad that it didn't hit 8, but I started thinking,
would you say 750?
No, it was 6,850. 6,850. This again was just a card I pulled in a break for someone else. We sold it on DC Sports. We did a 3-day auction. I think 6,850 may not be completely unreasonable, especially considering I think a lot of people have heard this because when we pulled that card for the guy, he was asking like, hey, does it have the same like issue on it on the back where there's like a little, like a little ripple or something like that? I think that could actually be pushed down almost, but I think it could affect grading. But apparently this is like a known thing with those out of 5 cards from this set. It's just like there's like a little thing at the bottom that you can't tell.
A print error or something.
It's not a print error. I guess somewhere along the lines, it's the actual printing on the card is fine, but it's
like the cardboard or something.
Cardboard itself has
maybe the way that it was printed, it caused the cardboard to kind of like warp or do something crazy.
So I think there could be some of that playing a factor as well. But overall, you also have to consider this is, we've already had 3 years of Topps doing this because Topps, 2 years. This is the 2nd year of Spider-Man. There's a number of other inserts of Spider-Man. People are looking for those Claude Chromes of Spider-Man. So, but an out of 5 card doing almost $7,000, hard to complain about.
And what was the Winnie the Pooh that you?
That one sold for like 7,200. So that is still my record.
The Winnie the Pooh
beating out Superfractor.
Well, that is 101.
That is a Superfractor 101. So it is a difference. But thank you to DC Sports for consigning that and getting it up so quickly. Again, guys, talked about this already, but DC is going to be at the National. They are going to be doing a special. So all of those like silver packs I talked about, those wrapper redemptions, any of that stuff, those are National exclusive cards. That means that if you bring them over there, they will get them up for auction same day. You can be the very first ones to have your stuff listed. And if you ever have resold anything, especially new releases, being the first to market is huge. So be sure to take it over to the guys over at DC Sports. They've got a booth. Actually, I'll have to get you the booth number because I didn't have 2120, booth 2120. Also, any card over $50, they said they're willing to do that as well. So if you bring them a card over 50, boom, bam. So
there you go.
I also have a thing about Courtyard. We'll save that for now. Pokemon. I want to talk about the card that you sent me this morning first.
Man.
I think that is very interesting, especially the fact that you told me that it could be banned, and I didn't even know that is a thing. So what is this card?
So out of the new set, Jesse, Black Bolt, White Flare.
Heard of it?
That just came out last Friday.
Oh, did we even talk? Have we mentioned it all that we went to Sheps and ripped some of this? Like,
did you rip some Black Bolt and White Flare? I think it was just prismatic.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's right. It was prismatic.
So we haven't even
the
ripped.
kids next to me were doing the White Bolt. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the two different. It's one set, but each it's like separated into two sets.
Yeah.
Black Bolt has his own card list.
Yes.
White Flare has his own card list. Each Pokemon in each card list has its own illustration rare card.
Now,
so to do a master set is going to be absolutely insane because there's so many cards to collect.
Now, when you say its own illustration rare, what's the difference between that and a special illustration rare?
A special illustration rare will have the texture and it's harder to pull.
Okay. Got it.
So you have, I guess, you'll have your holo, your full art.
Yes.
Which can be a full art card with texture, and you'll have your trainer card, a gold card, and then you'll have your illustration rare, special illustration rare, and now they have something in this set. They're calling it a BRW or BWR, a black-white rare, which is those monochrome cards.
Yes. Okay. And that's the first time they've ever done that.
Yeah. There's only 3 cards.
Yes.
The Reshiram, which is in the white flare, and the Zekrom that's in the black bolt, and there's a Victini that's red that's in both sets.
Ooh.
But it's the exact same card, but the numbering of it is different in each one.
Really?
So it's so dumb.
Why
By one number, I have no
clue.
clue. So if you want a master set, you actually have to pull that card twice.
Oh,
one in this set and one in the other set.
Okay. Well, so that's a weird thing. And the fact that they're doing SIRs for every character.
Yes.
Or you said for the IRs, not SIRs?
IRs, illustration rares,
so
correct.
They're doing that for every single character. They've never done that before.
They've never done that before.
That is a lot of like full art cards. I wonder if that waters down the market at all.
No, because they're still harder to pull. They're hard to pull. It's not like every time you're opening up the pack, you're getting one. Because you saw those kids that we saw, they didn't pull.
Yeah, they didn't pull a lot. And they opened at least one.
And then to think that each Pokemon has an illustration rare, you would think that maybe 2 or 3 packs you're pulling one.
Yeah.
But no, that's not the case.
Okay.
But to your point, I did send you this card. It's a I forgot how to pronounce it correctly.
Yeah. Do your best.
Oh my gosh. It's the Seismitoad.
Seismitoad, yes.
The Seismitoad out of the Black Bolt set.
Yes.
Okay. So this card has gone crazy. The illustration rare has gone out the roof. So on TCG Player, it's currently listed for $155. On eBay, it's a $100 card, which is insane for just a regular illustration rare card.
Yeah.
Like it's very rare that you'll see something go over $100
for an illustration rare.
Unless you're the Magikarp out of Paldea and Evolve. That.
Okay, that's a different story.
Crazy.
But yes.
But a couple things on this card that has going for it. The illustrator, which we were talking how did you pronounce?
Oh, I got to see it again to be able to pronounce
Kanda.
It. All right, so
I'm
saying this is Shinji.
Shinji Kanda.
Yep.
Which is the illustrator out of this card, which illustrated a lot of my favorite artworks.
Which you said that, and that's another thing I did not know is that they have artists' names on the cards. That the artist that drew the card.
Correct.
I did not know that. I didn't know
they
that
illustrated the card. Yeah.
You said too, you can like submit your art to try and get them to accept that to make a Pokemon card.
Well, every year they have a contest.
Oh, that's so cool.
And you send in your illustration. They give you which Pokemon they want illustrated.
Yeah.
And you send in your illustration, and you can be chosen to have your illustration on a Pokemon card, which is awesome.
I think that's really cool too, because I think of like, that's something like the other side of the card world could do, like the sports card world, or like I think of like non-sports, but they kind of do that when you think of sketches in some cases.
Yeah.
And they'll let professionals do artwork. But it would be kind of cool to like if I, like me at home who loves art my whole life and I love this set, I'd love to draw one and send it in and it's suddenly a Pokemon card.
How cool is that?
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
So this card, which again, the illustrator, he did the most famous illustration he has is the Giratina out of Lost Origins.
Yes.
The one that's, exploded in price. But this card, because there's something wrong with this card, Jesse.
Well,
that is causing it to go up in price, and it could be a banned card, like you mentioned, in the future. And there's a couple of banned cards that already exist, but in the artwork, there are, I wouldn't even say hidden. What do you think?
Well, like when you sent me you said like this card exploding, and I was like, I looked at it, and just looking at the card, I did not understand. And then you sent me a screenshot of like a zoomed in part of the card, and at first I was like,
I still don't get it. I was literally about to type you, and then I was like, wait a second. Is that what I think it is? And as you are about to point out,
triple sixes in the card.
There's 3 6s in a row.
On the card,
and
which
it's already
is
a very
wild.
trippy looking card.
Yes.
Like it's got a very the only thing I can think of is like an acid trip type of thing. Like,
like a Grateful Dead kind of vibe.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess if it's a toad or a frog or whatever it is, it's like the psychedelic feel to it.
Out there licking toads.
But the fact that they've got that in there is very interesting. And that's when you brought up the fact of like, it could be a banned card.
They could take it off on the market because I'm sure they'll get a call.
But
maybe,
I had no idea that there
know.
were banned cards.
Yeah. So a lot of people, like, they don't know, most of them.
Yeah.
That all of the ones that I know of, at least, are Japanese cards.
Okay.
Some of the famous ones, of course, is Misty's Tears.
Misty's Tears.
Where she's like holding a Starmie, and then she's like not wearing any clothes, but you can't really like see much.
You can't tell, but you can obviously tell there's no additional clothing.
Exactly. And so
that's a Japanese version.
And then there is in which the English version they fixed.
Oh, okay.
So there are English versions of these cards that they have fixed.
Because most of these sets come out first in Japan before they come out here.
Correct.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I'm curious to know if the Seismitoad came out and we just like never noticed it.
Yeah, no.
So I actually need to look at that. There is a Sabrina's Gaze, which she's like holding a Pokeball and it looks like she's putting up the middle finger.
So Sabrina's Gaze has it looking like she's about to flip someone off.
Yes, okay. But like she's holding the Pokeball and it looks like she's gonna throw it, but because of the way that she's holding her fingers, it looks like she's giving the middle finger.
Okay, fair enough.
So, and then the one that's super crazy, which kind of relates to this one, is a Crobat card that has a swastika in the corner, which is wild.
When you said that, and then I was like, no way, let me see this. It is very, very blatant. Like you can't hide what is showing on that card. I kind of can't believe that didn't get caught by somebody in the art department. But
and I'll tell you one more, Jesse. There's a Grimer where he's coming out of a manhole, and there is a woman wearing like a schoolgirl dress or skirt.
Yeah,
and he's like looking up as of like he's looking up into the skirt.
Dang.
So all those are banned Pokemon cards.
Got enough people in my life that are like, oh, you talk about Pokemon on your pocket. You like Pokemon? Those are bad. Like those are not good things. I'm like, no. Because there was once an old article. Like I found this out when it comes to Pokemon. Back when Pokemon first came out, there was a lot of stigma around it, especially by like some very religious groups that were saying, hey, no, this is like devil worshiping and things like that. And there was an article that was said to have been put out by the creator of Pokemon that told everybody like he created this set based on like his love for the supernatural, and it had things to do with like spiritism and things like that. And it's like, you read through it and it's like, oh, wow, maybe I shouldn't be looking into this as much if that's not your cup of tea. And then it turns out that was a faked article.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Exactly.
Like I'm fixing to ask. I'm like, is this a real article?
Exactly. But a lot of the parents and people that were not comfortable with Pokemon, they saw that article.
Yeah.
And they were obviously upset. And that's kind of how a lot of those rumors got started.
Fake news, man.
But so in the most part, yes, there is no, like when you actually read the real article, it's like, oh, the creator of Pokemon created this like he always had a connection with nature.
Yes.
And
that's the story that I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, wow, that's much more wholesome and kid friendly.
Yeah. And he collected bugs and.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, I can get behind that. But yeah, so that is these banned cards are obviously not an indication of what they're actually.
So the price of it is going up, anticipating
it's going to be taken
out or changed in the next reprint or whatever. So
can you use an SIR or an IR in gameplay?
You can use anything in gameplay.
You can. Okay.
Well, see this card, there's a regular version of it.
Yeah.
That has the same attributes, like the same gameplay of it.
Interesting. Okay.
So you don't necessarily have to some people call like when they use all the hot cards, they call them like tricked out decks.
Oh, really?
So where like everything is like a fire.
I gotcha.
Because there are other cards in the same set that's the exact same card with the same things in the game in the TCG, but it's not $100 card.
So you could use a much cheaper card
Correct.
to use in gameplay, but you're not balling as much when you're using those cards. So.
Oh, man.
You had mentioned too, when it comes to the Pokemon world, and we're going to switch over to Marvel here in a minute. But before we do, you said there was one of the videos that was on our social media accounts. It was one where we were talking about recently on a recent episode, how 151, those cards are being predestined, or they're being, I guess, what's the word? Many people are anticipating that 151 cards are going to cost somewhere between like $40 and $60 in the next 10 years. That video has gotten tons, we're getting close to like 75,000 views on it. And that being said, that is also getting a lot of like negative comments in the comment section. A lot of people are like, yeah, I can't wait. But then there's also people who are like, yeah, right, it's been printed to death, not going to happen. And so you wanted to make a counterpoint to that?
Yeah, I wanted to make a counterpoint because, guys, I mean, it's going to be I would venture to say in 10 years, it might be $100 pack.
No way.
Yeah. Just because of the artwork in that set.
Mm-hmm.
It's originally the 151 original Pokemon.
Yeah.
With the best artwork for those Pokemon ever.
Okay.
Illustration rares, first time. The artwork is amazing. And I wanted to compare that set to a set that came out in 2016, which is XY Evolutions, which the majority of the cards there were just reprints of the original base set, Fossil, and Jungle.
Oh.
And at the time, people were saying the same thing they're saying now. Don't buy this set. It's being printed to the ground. It's never going to cost anything. A booster pack alone right now is around $40.
Really?
And it's not even a 10-year-old set. It came out 2016. So 10 years old, it would be next year.
Wow.
And
okay.
I mean, there is some mega cards in there that because of the mega things that are coming out soon, maybe that's causing the price to go up.
Okay.
But even then, any XY era, even like Cosmic Eclipse, anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous. The prices are up there, and it's not even a 10-year-old set. So
it's not that unbelievable to think that 151 could go higher, especially when you consider the fact that you've got a lot of original art in 151, but it still is based on the original characters, whereas XY was essentially a major copy of the base set. So
Correct.
It wasn't original art. It was just reprinting of it.
Reprinted. And then the artwork on this, the texture.
Yeah.
I would venture to say, like, for instance, the Blastoids out of that set, the SIR.
Oh, yeah.
Might be the best Blastoids artwork to date.
It does make it look really cool.
In my opinion, maybe the Expedition one might be a little better, but it's not a full art with texture.
Oh, okay.
And so, I mean, 10 years down the road, 5 years down the road, everyone's going to want this set because the 151, that's the goated era.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, listen, I am already convinced because I knew from the time 151 came out, I was like, I can see it. I do not have to imagine hard that this would be very popular. And it's because, yes, you've got all these other Pokemon sets that are coming out. And yes, they've got cards that may have even more value in some sense, but there's a lot of cards in 151 that have, worth more than $100. But it's also just the fact of you're getting characters that everybody knows.
Everyone knows.
Nobody has to get like the Seismitoad. I don't know Seismitoad.
Exactly.
I know Charmander in his evolutions, and I know all these other base cards because that's exactly what I grew up with, and everybody knows that. So
everyone knows it.
I'm on board with it. I actually, when you said XY Evolutions from 2016, does that have any connection to is it Mega Evolution that's about to come out? The new
Mega Evolution's correct.
And is there any connection between those two?
There are some Mega Evolution cards in the Evolution set.
Oh,
those cards are coming out. Those cards are going up in price because of the anticipation of the new set.
Wait, there's XY Evolution cards that are in Mega Evolutions coming out?
They're just Evolution Pokemon.
Oh.
There's like a new
Wait,
it's like a new evolution to the Pokemon.
There's a 4th evolution?
Yes, Megas. And
you know, like, has that been a thing for a while and I just didn't realize?
So, like,
for instance, Mega Charizard?
Yes.
What the heck? What are we talking about right now? There's
Mega
there's
Charizard.
Charmander, there's what is it? Charmeleon, and then there's Charizard.
Correct.
That is what I know. You're telling me there's a 4th.
There's a Mega Charizard, and then you have like I can't remember, like the VMAX ones.
Yes,
those are another like.
That's
thing.
an evolution of it.
It's like another thing, and then like the terrestrialized, like the crowns and stuff. Those are all like different things that these Pokemon can evolve to.
Man, I've been out of the loop too long. I did not make that connection. I just thought that like the VMAX or whatever was just that is that kind of card. It's the VMAX is like, oh, you can only play VMAXs in this gameplay or something like. I thought that had something to do with the game, not like the actual evolution of the character.
I'll show you. This is the
the
Mega. I mean, they're not very much. They're not that much different from.
Sure. I'm gonna tell you, I don't care for it. I don't care for the Mega. I don't. This is from which set? This is from Evolutions, the XY Evolutions, or
correct?
You know what? It has that. It has a very like 3D, but 3D from like the late 90s look to it. You know what I mean? Like where it's like very roundy and not fully detailed artwork. I want a little more detail in my Charizard.
See the cannon on the Blastoids, how it's bigger. It's actually, not much different. Cool. Yeah, but
cool. All right. Well, the only other I appreciate that we got a little Pokemon update in there because I think last episode I don't know if we talked about it at all, and that's upsetting. One other point, and I mentioned this to you. I don't know if you saw this. So in Tokyo, this is happening in early. I think it opens in early 2026. There is going to be a Pokemon theme park. Pokemon theme park. It's Pokepark Kanto.
Kanto, you know the regions?
That is the original region, right?
Correct.
That's where he started
Kanto,
his journey.
Guess who's in the original version?
Ash Ketchum?
Well, guess which Pokemon are in the Kanto region?
Oh, it's got to. I mean, you got your Pikachus, and then you got your Charmanders, and your other
the original 151
Ivies and all that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think that's I saw the YouTube video of the park, and I think the reason why it's not getting more press is because it's like, oh, it's not very big, and it's actually part of another park called like Yomiuri Land. That sounds very English pronunciation to me, but
Yomiuri Land.
I wrote it down.
Get your tickets now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yomiuri Land. So it's it'll be interesting because I can't imagine that doesn't do very well. Like it has to be a big deal to go to the Pokemon park. Just the content alone around it. I feel like people are going to be traveling to Japan just so they can film stuff for their Pokemon channels. You know what I mean? So I can foresee that.
Did they say what
big.
else was going?
They
to
said
be
like
in
there's
there?
going to be like Pokemon. Like what they said in the video was things like, we want you to feel what it's really like to see Pokemon in the wild. So we're going to have them, when you walk into the park, we'll have them playing with each other and how they interact with each other. You'll get to see firsthand how it's supposed to be.
How's that going to work?
I don't. That
We're
exactly.
doing like a Jurassic Park?
You know, Japan's got all the robots. They got the best robot stuff. Maybe it's going to be animatronic things. I don't know, but I'm pumped for it. I'm here for it. You know, show me all of the real life Pokemon. Or maybe, you know, how they're like, they're bringing back the mammoth, the woolly mammoth. You know, the cloning, the Jurassic Park.
I'm saying,
cloning.
like the new Jurassic Park.
I'm just saying a little splice of DNA here, a little squirrel here, a little electric eel DNA here.
Okay.
You get your Pikachu right there. Boom, bam. You're welcome.
Easy.
We're creating real
Put
life
a little
Pokemon.
yellow dye in there.
These real life Pokemon are just going to escape the park immediately and kill us all. I can guarantee that.
We haven't learned already.
We've never learned, and we never will. If Jurassic World, whatever this iteration is,
have you seen the new one?
No, I have not. I do want to see it.
Wait until it comes out on Amazon. Don't waste your money.
Well, I did go and see Fantastic Four this weekend.
Was it fantastic?
It was fantastic.
Oh, man.
Thank you for asking. It was. It did take me a minute.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
I'm doing my very best to not spoil anything. But as you can tell from the previews, it is not set in the normal time period and or space that we're used to.
Okay.
And I'll just say it because I said it on the SCN pod. It's not set in our world, in our Earth. You know how there's different multiverses.
So it's a different multiverse.
It's a different multiverse, which is it's a very common fact in the world of
Marvel, both the cinematic universe and the comic universe. There are different Earths out there, depending on what multiverse you're in. This is just a different one. That's why we see kind of like modern technology met with like a world that we've already been living in the Marvel universe, but we've never seen any of these characters. Why not? Well, it's because this is a different multiverse.
Gotcha.
So that's why that's different. However, the movie itself, great. I have so many things I want to talk about. There are cards where I'm like, oh, these cards are going up in value. I understand why. And I want to talk about those characters and stuff, but I can't.
Gotcha.
Because I can't spoil anything.
Ooh, okay. I might have to see it now just so we can talk about it later.
Obviously, Galactus is a big deal because he is the bad guy that's known from the trailers. I care more about that character now. I think that's very cool. I think like how they depicted him was pretty cool. How they, the graphics and all that, it was awesome. But the storytelling as well. My wife went with us. Samantha, you may know her. You've heard of her.
I've heard of her.
Me, my daughter, and my wife went to see it on Friday, and she said she absolutely loved it. And she's not a huge Marvel girl. Okay. She likes enough. She really liked Thunderbolts, the few minutes she saw of it when she was not napping. But when she saw this movie, there's a specific reason around it.
Uh-huh.
And again, I can't talk about it, but it hits you in the feels.
Okay.
It hits you in the feels. So
did you get like a nice popcorn bucket?
I didn't. No popcorn. We sneak in all our snacks.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, not every time, but I feel like they're okay with it. I feel like
I think they are. At that point, it's like, hey, anything to get you in the door at this point, come on.
I saw a movie in 2025.
Yeah.
I feel like I should be given a crown when I walk in, So
you want a large pizza? Bring it. Go. Come on.
Actually, I've seen Mission Impossible, the latest one. I saw Superman and Fantastic Four, I think in the last month. I feel like I'm basically a part owner of Regal Cinemas.
Do you not have the membership?
I mean, I've got a membership.
Like a monthly, like go see.
What?
Yeah, Regal's.
Like they give you free movies or something?
You pay like $20 and you can see a movie like every day.
Why am I just learning these things? I did not know that, and I don't have that, and I've been paying full price.
Yeah, you can even buy tickets in advance.
All right. Well, speaking of Marvel.
That's a good segue. Come on, baby.
Come on with it. Marvel is in the news not just for Fantastic Four, which was fantastic. However, there was the San Diego Comic-Con was this last weekend. And while I was not there and while I have dedicated to be there, and I hope we both can be there next year, I do know that a guest of the show, Justin Underwood, he goes by Spidey Hits on YouTube. He was there, and I've kind of lived vicariously through his YouTube content over the last few days. But it's funny because not only was he there, which he's a big Marvel guy just in general, very big Marvel guy, Spider-Man, huge fan. But then I didn't realize, like, not only was Upper Deck going to be there, I talked about them because they've got Superman stuff, but PSA was there with their, which makes sense because they're doing their graded comics.
Yeah.
But then you also had Topps was set up there, and Topps was there releasing a new Marvel product that I didn't know about, and nobody else knew that this was going to be happening. Marvel Mint is a new product that they released at the show. I believe this will be a product that will be coming to the public. I don't know when.
I hope so.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't imagine they would go through all of this and only sell very limited amounts of boxes at this one show.
Mm-hmm.
So from what I saw, and what I've read in an article, it looks like they're going to put this out to the public. What I find really interesting too is like Screen Rant, which is a website I go to for movies, right? And all that kind of. They got the exclusive news on this, like that, which is very interesting because Topps is doing this more and more. Their marketing team is reaching out to, especially on the non-sports side, they're not focusing just on your hobby news outlets.
Yeah.
They're going direct to the entertainment outlets, which I think is genius. I think that's the best idea they could do. Because it's like, okay, if I'm going to reach a new audience, I'm not going to do it by only giving it to the card crews.
Yes.
Where, yes, we want fellow card collectors to know about this, but we also want to bring in new people who love the comics and they love the movies and let them get a taste of these cards as well. So they, Screen Rant put out a news article. I took a few notes from it. So it says the cards are very similar to how they did with X-Men's Finest, because in Finest, or X-Men 97 Finest, I should say, they did it where you have like a bronze, silver, gold coloring, and that kind of indicated rarity to them. They're going to do that with these as well. So it'll be bronze progressing to silver, gold, but then there's also going to be platinum as well.
I saw black get pulled. It was just like a parallel.
So those are your numbered parallels.
Okay.
Yeah. The other ones are like the base cards these base cards will have their own system of numbering.
Oh, okay.
Or their own system of
like rarity.
Yes. Now then, when you go to the actual numbered cards, you've got ones that are, I think there's like the article is interesting because it says like there's this Dr. Doom card whose base version will be numbered to 99. I think that's just the case.
The base?
I don't know if it's like an actual Dr. Doom parallel. Like it's got like,
oh, that would be cool.
You know, it is specific to him, and every character has a Dr. Doom parallel to 99. Or if they were just saying only Dr. Doom, it was kind of confusing.
So either one or the other. Either one, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly. They also then mentioned a black and yellow dot parallel foil with Wolverine. That would be another one of these where it's like, I don't know if every character will have that. It seems like they will, because that's how Topps Chrome did it, where it's like they have a Spider-Man parallel, or they've got like a gamma ray green, and it's like, all of those, every character had parallels of that. Yeah. So that's my understanding. That's my assumption, at least. They did say there is a Doom green refractor that's numbered to 4, which I think is interesting.
Is that gonna be like the chase?
I mean, it'll be definitely one of the chases. I mean, other than like anything
like
low numbered.
1 of 1.
Yeah. I mean, all low numbered stuff will be chaseable, I'm sure. They are thicker, more premium cards. They're 66.
Yeah, they look great.
I like that. I did read some comments of Facebookers, which Facebookers are.
Come on, Facebookers.
It's hard to get a real positive comment from them, but a lot of those comments were like, you know, we're just going to print 1 million sets of these characters, and you know, another product that's going to be charged way overpriced and all this. And here's my thought:
They're so negative. Why are they so negative?
Let the market determine
nice things.
What we want. You know, like if no one's buying it at those prices, then no one's going to buy it, and they'll lower the price, right? Like it's like I don't want boxes to come out super high. These are reselling for. I want to say the most recent sales have been around like $350,
and there's like one pack, and then that. What is it? The top
one
loader,
pack, and there's one one additional card that has it's encased. So there's one 10 card pack and one encased card in each of these boxes. Justin, in one of the videos when he was ripping it, I think he may have talked to the Topps people. I think when it comes out for like hobby boxes, he said there would be additional packs in there. I don't know if that's the case or not.
I hope so.
It's kind of interesting that they would do like a totally different box, which they've done before.
They could, because San Diego Comic-Con, was there a sticker or anything on those boxes indicating?
Nothing I could see that indicated this was like San Diego Comic-Con exclusive or promo or anything like that. So all
like a Funko Pop sticker that San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
I mean, it'd be interesting. I wouldn't hate it, but yeah, I don't know if they've got it, and the boxes being priced as they are, some people just aren't as happy with where they're coming out at. But again, if people stop buying them at those prices, then they will lower the price. So,
I really hope there's more than one pack in there, though.
Well, right now there's not. We do know that, but like in the exclusive ones, there's not. So, but yeah, $350 to $400. It looks like is what they're selling at. I do like some of the like there seems to be a deck of cards. Like
I saw that.
I think that's kind of cool. Like it's like I don't know if that is indicative of the number of characters out there. Like if every character has a full, 2, 3, 4, 2 through 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. I don't know if every character has that, or if it's just like every character is like a king or a queen or whatever the case.
I've seen a lot of ace cards. I haven't seen any numbered ones.
Yeah, I was on eBay sold listings. And there are like a number of them where it's like, it's a 9 of hearts.
Okay.
And it's, in fact, if I can bring it up real quick, I'll tell you like which character it was. Because I was trying to find out like, is this
just that character, or is that going to be every character will have a 9 of hearts? You know what I mean? So that yet to be seen. King of Diamonds. There is a Cyclops King of Diamonds. Again, I don't know what that means.
I would like to get what is it? A Gambit one.
Gambit would be very cool
because of him just throwing the cards.
That would be cool very
to have
cool.
A card.
Oh, that's got to be the reason for it. I couldn't make the connection of why they would do playing cards for these, but that's got to be it. I mean, I can't think.
Unless
of
they just wanted to do something different.
Yeah, I get. Well, and I think there's other. I think in their top sports cards, they do this in some sets. They'll do a deck of cards for different inserts.
Okay.
So I think that's where they're getting.
Can I ask you? So I know that we were talking about parallels and there's a color system.
Mm-hmm.
Is that color system the same through everything?
You would think they should do that,
but it's not.
No, it's not always like
so.
That.
The red one's not always 1 of 25 or whatever it is.
Typically, you think of red as being out of 5, at least with tops. Okay. And that's the other thing that's weird because we talked about this recently, or actually, I don't know if you were on that episode or not, but I couldn't figure out why the superfractor print, which is like a round gold vinyl shape, in tops, that's always the one of one.
Yeah,
like but
the Winnie the
Pooh. In Prism, Select, and like maybe 1 or 2 other sets, it is out of 5.
Well, that's a different company altogether.
But that's the thing. In other ones of Panini, it is also the superfractor, the 1 of 1. Why would you do the exact same print and not always have it be the 1 of 1? I would think I don't want the people to associate the 1 of 1 with anything else other than this print style, because it's I want them to always know when they see it, oh, that's a really big card, that's special, as opposed to oh, I forgot I was ripping this product, that's not a 1 of 1, that's an out of 5. I don't know. My opinion would be I wouldn't mind if they were always the same, but
does Topps, their products, all of them are
no.
Okay.
The superfractor, if there is a superfractor, because not every 1 of 1 is a superfractor, but if there is, it is typically always the gold vinyl pattern. I will say this, when they have done different colors, sometimes it can be a benefit, especially in the non-sports side, because it'll be a color match that you wouldn't have gotten. You can't get, if you have a team that's, if you have the Lakers and it's gold and purple, you're not going to color match anything that is out of 5 if it's always red. You know what I mean? So it's sometimes then if they did change up the colors, you could get something that was out of 5, a color match of your team. And it's oh, that's great. That's what I wanted. So I can kind of see some reasoning there. But at the same time, for me and my simple child brain, I want it to be the same.
Me too.
One other release. Oh, actually, no, one other Marvel release. The Marvel Sapphire is being listed on Blowout right now. It's Topps Chrome Marvel Sapphire. It's the product that just came out.
So it's out?
2025 Topps Chrome Marvel is out. Oh yeah, it's been out for a few weeks. Yeah, that's where I pulled the Sapphire. Spider-Man. So Sapphire's not out yet.
Okay.
It's from what I am seeing, it looks like it's coming out August 29th. Now,
right around the corner.
It's a month from now. If it's anything like what they did last year, it'll be super expensive. So just go ahead and set your minds to that, people. It'll probably be more expensive than the normal Topps Chrome Marvel, because that's what last year's product did. It came out much more expensive. Well, I say much more, but I think it goes for at least $1,000 to $2,000 more a case. But the question that lingers in my mind, I got told recently that there's a Marvel product coming out on August 13th.
That's not any of the ones that we've talked about?
Well, that's the thing. The only one that I don't have a date for is Marvel Minted. So my thinking is that's when Marvel Minted is coming out for everybody else. Now, I haven't been solicited for it. I have not heard that anywhere. That's just a guess that I'm basing on deduction. So there is one other product that does come out this week, though. It's actually a product that you guys can get your hands on, at least about 24 hours after you listen to this pod. It'll be available in stores and your LCSs and breaks. But it is the GPK, which is Garbage Pail Kids.
Love it.
40th anniversary. Oh, do you know about Garbage Pail Kids?
I love me some Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, that's cool. I
got a 1-of-1 black plate.
Oh, really?
And a booster.
Oh, I didn't.
A box.
I didn't
Not
know
a box,
that
but
I did not know you went after GPK at all. So that is coming out this week, 40th anniversary. I actually got 4 cases of it.
Oh, nice.
I'll break some. I also just sell personal boxes because guys want personal boxes. I don't really even know how I would break it, to be honest. I need to look that up because I've never done a break with GPK before. But it is in the last year, maybe 2 years, I feel like it's starting to go back up in popularity. There was, of course, a time where it was huge, and then it's kind of fallen off a little bit. But this set, at least specifically, is doing pretty well on resale right now, at least for what people are selling their pre-sale boxes at. So, yeah, I'm very curious. But that one at least is coming out this week. I'm glad there's nothing else really major because it is the week of the National, and not many people are going to be available to break stuff. So, but I am curious how that goes.
What all is going to be in that GPK set?
I mean,
is it going to be
so this
new artwork?
Sales sheet has autograph cards. It says autograph cards of base set featuring autographs from the original GPK artists. There's a homage, or is it homage? I don't think
homage.
It's ho. Yeah, it's O, not ho.
Get those hoes out of there.
Homage to garbage autographs. It says an autograph variation of the insert from the artist who contributed the homage to garbage. I kind of like that. I like how GPK does things. It's I feel do you know Tim and Eric Awesome Show? It was on Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. Tim Heidecker,
no.
Eric Wareheim. That sense of humor, if anybody ever watched that show, their sense of humor, which is just very cringy and just weird and off the wall. There's sometimes where you burst out laughing, and then there's other times you watching what did I just watch? That is my sense of humor. And I feel that's what I get with GPK a lot of times. It's oh, that's really funny. Or it's what's happening on this card? There's literally someone's skin is melting off their face of a baby character. And it's oh, I'm laughing. Am I supposed to laugh? Am I allowed to laugh? I don't know what I'm supposed to feel here. And I like that. I like not knowing. So,
and are these going to be Chrome cards, or are they just going to be?
So this is actually, that's a good question. I don't know if these are Chrome. So it says 40th anniversary, 4 cards, 4 base cards, 1 character base card, 1 character base card, booger green parallel. Each box contains at least 2 sequentially numbered parallels and 1 autograph sketch or printing plate card. So that's in every hobby box. It does not say Chrome on this one, but the last one I did was Chrome. So I guess, maybe this one isn't Chrome. It'll be interesting to see. I think what a lot of people are looking for is, of course, the low numbered stuff. I learned recently, the letter C, in the top right corner on a lot of these cards, that indicates a more rare version.
It's a different name of the same artwork. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know that. There's still more I'm trying to learn about Garbage Pail Kids. In fact, I think that would be a good guest to have on, someone who knows a lot about it.
Do we have a Garbage Pail
expert? Not yet. We're going to.
Have you ever seen that movie?
We'll find somebody. What movie?
The Garbage Pail Kids movie?
There's a Garbage Pail Kid movie? No.
Bro.
Is that as trippy as the cards are?
So bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Ooh, maybe that needs to be watched. That might be fun.
Yeah, put that on with Sam. See if she likes that.
Oh, you know what? That actually reminds me. I did not mention this since we did go into depth on the 2025 Star Wars Chrome product that's coming out. There is 1 autograph per hobby box. That was one thing I was going to mention, though, rewinding a little bit. The booster boxes, those did not sell out on the Topps website for at least 4 hours or more. Because I kept going back to it. But that's the thing. There's no autos in there. At least there's no guaranteed auto in any of those booster boxes. They are cheaper. I think it was going for $25 or something. But that was kind of another indication where it made me wonder how popular this will be if the booster boxes took 4 hours to sell out. Granted, the hobby stuff did sell out within a few minutes at least. It's just something I wanted to point out. At least you're guaranteed an auto per hobby box.
Gotcha.
I'm hoping that we'll also find sketches more. Maybe it's not every box, but maybe more frequently than, 1 every case. I don't know what it will be until those odds come out for the public to see. So, But that's it. Honestly, for no guest, I think we covered quite a bit on here. The only thing I wanted to mention was our sponsor Courtyard. The cards that we showed on our socials, we talked about last episode that we're giving away to all of you guys. All you have to do is go to in the Non-Sports Cards Nonsense Facebook group. That's the name of it. Or it's also on our Instagram page. There's a clip. You can go to either one, put your courtyard.io username in the comments. Bam, you're automatically entered to win one of those cards. The only thing is if you wanted to be entered again, you can go out to their website and actually make a purchase for one of the packs. Doesn't have to be a Pokemon pack, could be any pack. If you use the code HOBBY10, you get 10% off. You will also be entered with that purchase. Now, bonus news, because this is the week of the National, which they're going to be at for the first time, but it's also the week that their first app, the app is finally coming out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which means I can download the app. I don't have to I don't have to go to a vending machine on my desktop anymore. If we wanted to go out to the pool and start ripping vending machine packs, we can do that now because we can do that on our apps. That being said, with that release, with the fact they're going to be at the National, they're bumping up that discount from Hobby 10 to now if you use Hobby 15, at least for the next week, you get an additional 5% off on all of those pack purchases. So
that's great.
Take advantage of that while you can.
That's awesome. I got one more thing before we get out of here.
Yes, please.
And I just thought about this.
Oh, actually, I had one other thing. I forgot.
This is real quick.
I filled up this page with notes, and I had another. I had to flip it over. There were so many things.
Double paged up.
You go right ahead.
Did you see that Magic the Gathering is going to put out Dragon Ball Z Magic the Gathering cards?
What's insane is mine is about Magic the Gathering, but it's about Spider-Man. I did not see the Dragon Ball Z.
What is the Spider? Is there a Spider-Man too?
Had already come out with Magic the Gathering. Is that
something
new?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought for some reason I thought I
could be completely wrong.
I think I'm just thinking of the TCG of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but this is going to be Magic the Gathering Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Did you happen to see a release date or anything like that?
I did not.
Okay. I just
saw a meme. You know that meme where the guy's like walking with his girlfriend and he like looks back at that other girl?
Yeah.
It was like him with the picture was Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And he was looking at the Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, wow. Okay. I need to know. I need someone to verify when and where that comes out. I just did a quick Google search and I'm not finding a lot. Wait, Magic the Gathering already had Universes Beyond for Dragon Ball Z. What? That's from 8 months ago. Maybe this is something different. All right. TBD on Spider-Man. On Spider-Man is coming out though, for sure. This comes out on September 26th.
Magic the Gathering Spider-Man.
Yes. So it's gameplay for this. And this is another thing I thought was really cool at the San Diego Comic-Con. They had a whole setup for Spider-Man in the MTG world. And they were showing people not only like how to play, but they were giving them cards as well, like booster or starter packs for them to start playing. I love that they had like a whole setup of like, this is how you play the game.
Yeah.
If you want to learn, like, cause that's the thing for most of these people, they don't know how to play Pokemon or any other TCG for that matter. They're just collecting.
Have you ever played Magic the Gathering?
No, never. Yeah.
Really? It's fun.
I don't do much with Magic stuff in my personal life. And so it's like, that's like one of those things where it's like kind of, I've just kind of not done much with, but with the expansion into other realms of like, oh, this is like, you know, the whole Spider-Man universe. It's like, oh, I can get behind that. And so I want to know more on how to play. I am very curious what these cards end up doing as far as collecting goes, because there are boxes. I was looking at prices. So there's the play boosters and the collector boosters. The play boosters are the lower cost ones. It's essentially the difference is you don't have the ability to hit serial numbered cards, or at least your odds are very low, I guess, of hitting those, as well as like your rare cards are just harder to hit versus the collector booster boxes. That's why there's such a difference in price, because play boosters are $200 a box pre-sale and the collector boosters are $750 a box. Overall, I guess people are kind of hoping it's something like the Final Fantasy effect where you have like individual cards that are worth thousands of dollars, like we saw in the Final Fantasy expansion set. We'll see, because none of I don't think very many of the cards, or at least none of the big cards, have been released to the public. So that will be very interesting when that set comes out, because of course, Spider-Man being like the most popular Marvel character, we'll see just how many people are gravitating to this set.
Are they touching the movie, the comics, the multi, are we going to see like Spider-Pig?
I don't know if they're touching the movie so much, but they are definitely touching the comic universe, because you've got like Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2099, Doc Ock. It's not just Spider-Man, but it's the characters within the Spider-Man universe, and it is licensed by Marvel. I think that's the way they're doing the licensing, is like, since Topps already has Marvel licensing for trading cards, I think that since this is a trading card game, it's kind of like how Magic's getting around that and how they're able to do it as well, because I'm pretty sure Topps has the exclusive Marvel licensing. So,
well, Spider-Man is weird because, like Sony owned Spider-Man for a long time. And then Fox did. And
Fox did, but then Disney bought Fox.
So it's like, it's weird. Like that's what happened with like Fantastic Four.
But it also, that's like differences too with like the cinematic universes versus the comic universes. So I'm not sure how some of that works. But either way, it'll be interesting to know, like, there's going to be Spider-Man on other Marvel cards that are not coming from Topps. I'm curious what those do. Okay, there you go. That is the end of your show. As mentioned, I'll be going to the National this week. Hopefully get some cool content for us to talk about and share on socials. In the meantime, guys, if there's any GPK in the know people out there, people who are like very familiar with it, maybe collected for a long time, might be something interesting to have on the show to talk about. And then anybody else too, any guests, anybody you guys think would be really good to come on the show, I'm always open to it. Ray and I would love your suggestions. So feel free to drop it in the comments in Spotify, where the show has commenting sections, but you can also go to our socials, posted there. And when you go to YouTube to subscribe and like all of our content,
hit that
button. You can leave any comment you'd like there as well. So anyways, as always, much appreciated to all of you guys, and to you, Ray, and to me, Jesse. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.